Hey Blurdies, my setup is a little bit different because this is kind of a quick one. Today was Professional Development Day at the school, so there was no big adventures with little friends, but still, it was a really fun and productive day. I got to engage and interact with my fellow coworkers along with other employees within our school's company. We did a lot of team building. We had a lot of fun and did games and had chances to be able to share our opinions on certain strategies to help our little friends. And also, we learned a lot about positive behavior intervention and being able to be prepared for whenever we have tours for potential new children coming to our school. So overall, it was a really fun day. It just really helps in making me feel better about being, a teacher in this new environment. Hey Blurdies, oh my goodness, the weather was so crazy today. So I was able to keep my little friends inside for the first half of the day. But the second half, I thought that the rain had let up just a good amount, just for my little friends to grab their jackets and coats to keep from getting a cold and head on outside the door. However, the rain started coming down and we had to go back in as soon as we had went out. So we played for a little while. Rain had gone, the sun came out. So we took a chance again to go back outside. Once again, the rain came down. We were able to be outside a little bit longer, but the rain was still there. So it was just basically an out day. Ohio falls are really something else. Hey Blurdies, so I found this really awesome activity for my little friends today. So I filled up a tub of water, put a little bit of soap in it. I found rubber toys that's the shape of animals. I asked the kid to pick their favorite animal to use, and I also got some sponge brushes to be able to dip into the water and wash off their little favorite animal. So it's basically called Animal Wash Up. So I was able to explain to the kids the importance of using soap and water to make things clean and also to kill germs. And it's also really fun because I know how much kids love playing in water. Hey Blurdies. So I got a little friend. He's one half of the dynamic duo I told you guys about a long whiles back, and he's now going into the Y phase. Basically, everything I say, there's always a Y to it. Not to be sassy or anything like that. He just likes saying why, which I love giving, the answers. Like maybe he would ask why you have to wear a jacket. Be like, why? It's like because you're gonna get you don't want to catch a cold. He's like, why? So you don't get sick. Why? So you don't have to stay home and miss out on hanging with your friends. Why? Like, it's just so cute. It's so adorable. I just wish there was more people who just had like this inquisitive nature instead of thinking that they know everything. Hey Blurdies, guess what? I finally did it. So remember when I told you last week's little collage activity I tried to do with different types of art supplies that didn't go out as well as I thought it would? Well, I managed to do it again, but this time I kept it simple. I focused just on finger painting. And instead of using paints, I used those stamp pads that I had used last week. And these ones were better because they were a lot more newer, so there was more ink, and the kids really enjoyed it. I got in 4 big pieces of butcher paper, and the kids colored all over it. It just looked lovely with different colors across of it. It's really simple. It just shows that you need to just keep it simple. Something that I always need to work on. Hey Blurdies, you know what I love? Whenever I see an idea that I could borrow from. So, for example, I have been having a little bit of an issue of trying to keep my room organized at the end of the day because sometimes I get the little ins in my classroom, and some of them love to overturn baskets. So today, while I was looking at the little ins over in their classroom, I noticed that the teacher had turned over the shelves to block into the wall, so they won't be have access to baskets. So that's what I decided to try and do. So at the end of the day, or at least in the middle of the day, before I get the little ends in, I'll turn over my shelves into the wall so they won't be able to pull anything up. Hopefully this will keep my classroom more organized so I don't have to rush through in order to get it together before I go out and look after those school agers. Hey Blurdies, so it's official. I'm working towards my CDA. Well, almost official. I have to do prerequisite courses along with turning in an enrollment form before I'm formally inside of the program. Thankfully, the company that I work for, I did a lot of training when I got hired on, and those trainings could go towards those prerequisites. So I won't have to do as much time in getting my courses together. Well, I'm going to get studying right now. All right, you guys, this is a quick one down for what happened Friday. I tried to capture as much as I can because it was a whirlwind of the day. I did not get to get my notebook for the second half of the day, so I'm just going to pick up a little bit of tidbits that happened most of the beginning of the morning, actually. So, of course, we did exploit play using markers. I gotten some markers to use to dry erase board that's in my classroom, and it was so much fun. It was just so much scribbles. Like everyone's able to practice and able to scribble around. Then also we had a bit of a class trade that happened. So most of my little friends had moved over to the other 2.5-year-old class, and then I got in the 1-year-old half in class. So that was really fun. It also taught me that I need to work a little bit better at being able to plan for when the little ones start coming in. So I need to look over at 2 different kinds of curriculums, not just for my class, but also for the younger class as well. Even though they're going to be moving up, some of them are going to be moving up to my class, but it's always good to have options of what to do. Also, I had one of my little friends. Like I hadn't seen him in a while, but he had came in today, and it was really, really, really nice to see him. But he only stayed up until lunch. It was so sad that he had to go, and I was not prepared for him to be picked up so early. And it also led me to reflect and be more prepared and making sure that he, is a little bit more, packed for when he get drop in pickup. That's all. It kind of shows to me that it kind of caused me to reflect a little bit more about the use of the ProCare app. Like we use it there, and I was using it a certain way where I was just trying to capture as much as I can. Like I started taking a second notebook. That's the reason why I wasn't able to take as much notes as I usually do. But I think that instead of just trying to just write down notes, just enter and stack it up on the ProCare and make sure that I capture it at that moment. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this was really quick. I know I left out a lot of details, but it was just a whirlwind of a day. And I really hope that you guys really enjoyed this video, and hope that you guys continue to follow me. I'm going to have a full video to be able to share next week, and I hope you guys just have a very good week. All right, stay blessed and blurtiful.